So this is amazing. $70,000 grant from the American Heart Association has allowed us to add 37 defibrillators in public areas, in parks, and also in office complexes around our city. Now, we have 200 parks in the city of Tampa, so we won't be able to cover them all, but we'll be able to put them in those locations that are most often utilized by our community. And we know everybody in Tampa, we love our parks. So one of the units at our Tampa Convention Center has already been credited with saving a life of a convention goer at that location, and that was just since last August. So it is wonderful to have these 39 additional defibrillators to bring our total across the city to 201 at the different facilities around the city. And again, TGH donated $500,000, as I said, to equip every patrol car with one of these life-saving pieces of equipment. So this type of community partnership really defines our city. Whenever there's something to celebrate, we come together to celebrate, but also we come together when there are issues to be addressed. And this is an issue of utmost importance because it literally can save lives in our community. Now, the one use that I know hasn't been thought of yet by the American Heart Association or Tampa General, but I personally have thought of this. We can actually, some of these are portable and they can be checked out for events. So I think that we're probably going to have to take a number of them to all of our Tampa Bay Buccaneers games, because if I tell you what, if the team keeps finishing the way that they do and Baker Mayfield makes our hearts race the way that they do at the end of the games, we may have to use these. But if Baker would do us a favor, give us a little more leeway with the scores at the end of the game, I think everybody at the stadium will be safe. So now it is my honor to call up Courtney Burt from the American Heart Association.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so grateful to be here. My name is Courtney Burt. I'm the Vice President of Community Impact for the Tampa Bay American Heart Association. Like Mayor Castor said, there's 350,000 individuals that have an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. The sobering statistic is that less than 10% of those individuals nationally will survive that event. What evidence shows is that quick bystander intervention with CPR and the AEDs help bring that survival odd up tremendously. Today is October 14th, and it happens to be Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month. So what better time for us all to get together and raise awareness about learning a skill called hands-only CPR. I heavily encourage everyone that's tuning in to please take a moment, go to heart.org and learn how to perform this skill. You can literally learn it within minutes and teach your entire household the importance, the ease of how to learn this life-saving skill. Only about 4 months ago, we were at the Skyway Sports Complex celebrating our first of 27 public access AEDs. These devices cannot be made possible without supporters coming alongside us. And one of our really amazing community collaborators is actually here in the audience representing Florida Blue, and that's Phil Lee, the market president here. They were really the first to come alongside us in this campaign of getting public access AEDs. We had installed over 100 devices in Hillsborough County with little leagues and sports and recreation complexes. But unless these devices are accessible 24/7, then we really don't start to move the dial. So we can't thank all of our partners. Florida Blue and now Tampa General is coming alongside us. They're going to be installing over 10 of these public access AEDs over the next year. And then we hope to just continue to grow this across Tampa Bay. The way the American Heart Association also brings this work forward is we are training across all sectors how to do hands-only CPR in our schools, our workplaces, anywhere people come together and live and congregate. We need to get as many people as possible empowered with these skills, and we're going to see those numbers come up. The American Heart Association has a goal of doubling out-of-hospital cardiac arrest survival by 2030, and with these partnerships and these collaborations, donations, funding to get kits like this going home with every single community member across Tampa Bay, we're going to start seeing lots of lives saved.